I start my video so awkward. I'll put you back down after. Today's video is going to be a transformation video, and I thought we'd do some makeup, hair, tan, get a little bit glam for no particular reason, and have a bit of fun. Let's get to it. Bye! Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is our makeup, then fake tan, and then we'll do something with our hair. I've been feeling like a slob. I need to make an effort. I need to remind myself that I can look less of a tramp if I tried. So let's get started. Alright, I decided to do a voiceover for the makeup section to speed things along because I talked too much at the start. So don't mind my mouth moving. As you just saw, I used some lip balm and I'm now applying some MAC strobe cream just to prep my skin for the foundation. Just rubbing that in all over, and then there's a fly and I got attacked by it and I thought it'd be funny to leave it in. Now just taking my CYO foundation in the shade 109 with a damp sponge, dotting it all over my face and blending it in. Blend, blend, blend. Next is my concealer. I use the L'Oreal Infallible More Than Concealer in the shade Pecan or Pecan, however you say it. I take it under my eyes, on my forehead, down the centre of my nose. I also apply a little bit on my chin and in my smile lines just to hide that little shadow. Now that our base is looking nice and even, I grab my contour stick. This one's from Primark. I dab a little bit onto my Real Techniques Expert face brush and start applying it. I apply it to my forehead, down the sides of my temples, my cheeks, following that natural shadow just to make it look even more chiseled. Blending it out. I'm doing the other side. Same thing, a little bit on my jawline, make sure to really blend it out. Of course, I had to stop and drink my coffee. And I go over with my sponge just to soften everything up so nothing looks too harsh. Time to powder. Now I use the Revolution Loose Banana Powder just to set everything. I mainly focus it under my eyes, on my forehead and my chin, the areas we highlighted earlier with a concealer, and then do a light dusting everywhere else. For bronzer, I take the NYX matte bronzer and just lightly buff that around my forehead, cheeks, chin, and a little bit on my nose, the same areas we contour, just to give it a warmer look. So for eyebrows, I start by just brushing them out into the shape I want. I actually did a brow lamination tutorial in my last video if you want to go check that out. And I take a pomade I got from Sally's with a little angled brush and just start lightly filling in the sparser areas. I don't like my brows looking too harsh and too blocky, so I try and keep this as light and feathery as I can, and then I finish it by brushing it out again just to soften it even more. Next, for some eyebrow magic. Boom, next one done. Looking good, looking fluffy. Now taking my MAC Soft and Gentle, it's an oldie but a goodie, and apply that to my cheekbones as my highlight. Just applying it to the typical highlight areas, a little bit on the nose, a little bit under the brow. I think that looks really pretty. And now for eyeshadow, I take the shade Punch Me in the James Charles eyeshadow palette and just blend it out into a sort of wing shape. I also take that same shade in the palette and use it as my contour for my nose. And at this moment I saw my cat fall off the bed when she was sleeping, so I had to comfort her, but she's fine. I gave her a kiss and a cuddle. As you can see, she's happy as Larry. Now just taking the shade Tea and Benny in the same palette, and I use it in the outer corners of my eyelids, applying it in the same wing shape just to really elongate my eyes. As you can see, keeping it smoky, keeping it light. Next I use eyeliner. This is actually a magnetic eyeliner because I have magnetic lashes, which you'll see later. I like to apply it in a wing because I'm really liking wearing wings at the moment. I thought I'd leave in the clips of me doing my liner just so you could see how I do it. I usually start from the middle and work my way out to the corner, creating the wing shape and then doing the inner corner. I was actually really proud of this wing. It turned out really well the first time, so here I am showing it off. I tried to recreate the same wing on the other eye. It wasn't as good, but it's good enough. So I just put a quick coat of mascara on my lashes, and then I decided to have some black eyeliner. This I think really changes up the look, kind of gives it a more sultry vibe, and that's me trying to show my flattened eyeliner pencil, but my camera wouldn't focus. I tried. And then I took my pink lip liner. It's kind of a mauve shade. I'm not too keen on this colour on its own, but I thought it was kind of going with the vibe today. Yeah. I was in the mood for glossy lips today versus a matte lip, so I picked up my Body Shop Peachy gloss, which I adore. I wear this a lot, and just put that on. Sometimes I like to tap up my gloss so it's a little bit more subtle. Then I went in with a spoolie just to flick off any mascara that had gotten onto my eyelids, but I let it dry so it's able to just flick off without smudging. Now these are the magnetic lashes, and this changed my life. It's so much easier than glue. I have so much trouble with glue. My eyes water all the time and then they don't stick. This just goes on. See, look how easy that was. Other one. And now I got fluffy eyes. Cute. And that's pretty much it for the entire look. I just sort of set it with some spray just to get rid of any cakiness from the powder and fan it so it's dry. And that's it. So now the makeup's done, we can go ahead and jump to me tanning. How do you do the Carlton dance? I mean, that's not it, but that's something. I do have somewhat of a natural tan, but this wouldn't be a glow up video without fake tan. So we're going to fake tan. I actually use a Primark fake tan, believe it or not. I used to use one from Sally's, but it is kind of pricey. It's not the most pricey fake tan, but compared to the Primark one, which is like £4 and does exactly the same thing, I'm gonna save my money. A moisturiser. Doesn't matter which moisturiser you use. Grab yourself a moisturiser. Primark tan. I get it in extra dark. Omit. So on my more dry skin days, I'll moisturise my entire body, but I'm just gonna moisturise the crevices and bends today. Hit me elbows. I do a good coat on my hands, in between these areas, knuckles, in your, cuticles, all that sort of stuff. Put it on my elbows, I put it on my armpits, I put it on my hands. I'm now going to put them on my feet. I'm not going to show my feet because I think, well, a lot of people think that's gross and I'm not going to subject you to that. My knees, the back of my knees. I put some on my hairline, like around here, and my ears. Alright, I've moisturised and now we're going to chuck some of this on. I never tan with clothes on, but for the sake of the video, I'll do my arms. I do my hands last, but I just like to blend it into my hand. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest off camera. I'll be back in a second when I'm all tanned and nice and probably in a robe. Okay. So now that we're nice and tan, let's go ahead and do the hair. I thought it'd be really, really fun to have a wig. I really wanted to have a whole new look. So, I got a wig. I've actually had this wig for a while. I've just straightened it. We're gonna pop it on and then have the final reveal. If you know what this is, you know what's about to happen. I'm about to look like an egg. This is a wig cap. This just keeps your hair in. Alright, time for another voiceover. Now all I do is let my hair down, and as you can see you can do it this way where you put the bowl cap on and shove your hair in, but I wanted to braid my hair. So I braided my hair, pulled the tail up, pinned it just like that so it sticks up, and then placed the wig cap on. So I just pull it over my head like so. It's a little bit far forwards, but all you have to do is pull it back just like that. And really make sure to tuck in those baby hairs so they don't peek out of the wig when you place it on. I actually use 2 wig caps just to keep everything tighter and flatter to my head. I'm going to use Got To Be Glued to stick the lace front down. I'm just going to put it around my hairline. And that's pretty much exactly what I do. I just take a small glob of the glue, run it around my hairline. I use a generous but not too thick of a layer and let it dry so it's tacky. and it's quite important to let it get tacky. And to put the wig on, I just flip my head over, shove it on, and wow, look at that, gorgeous. And I just play with it a little bit, tug it which direction you want, depending on where you want your parting. Then to secure it, I just take those little grips on the sides and tuck that into the wig cap, tuck it in the back, and then I pull the wig into place. Next, I just press those edges onto the tacky glue that we did earlier, just to stick it into place. I do go back in with some glue just to make sure it's a bit more secure. However, I knew I was going to be taking this wig off within an hour or so, so I didn't really worry too much about sticking it down. So you can kind of see it lift up around my sideburns a little bit. But on days I am wearing this out, I am heavy-handed with the glue, so I make sure that wig's not going anywhere. Anyway, I just brushed it down so it didn't look so crazy, played around with the baby hairs so I could hide the lace front a little bit more, and straightened it, and that was pretty much it for the wig. Now that we've finished everything, that means it's time for the final reveal. Let's have a look at the before. Not great, but now but this was a fun little glow up transformation. I'm not good at wigs, please don't come for me in the comments, but hey, it's fun. And that's exactly what we need right now, a bit of fun. Alright guys, that's everything in this video. I hope you liked it. Click like, subscribe, and if you want to see anything else from me, hit the bell notification so you know when I upload. Follow me on Instagram, and comment below any video ideas you have, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!